Feels very solid. Very solid. Wow, lovely. Feels really good. Rotate screen to power on off. Shutter record button. Press once. Power on. Take photos or record. Press and hold. Power off. SD joystick. Should be the memory card slot. Activate before use. Alright, so this is my first recording with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it's looking good so far. I've not activated face tracking, but the idea of having this gimbal controlled camera, this small, this comfortable, this neat, it's really awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Let me activate face tracking. Alright. So now face tracking activated. So, first impressions are that this is really cool, everything I expected. Yeah. Ease of use, quality of the footage. And what I'm really excited about and why I actually got this is because of the 1-inch sensor, which makes for better production or better resolution in low light or something like that. So, you know, I have the Action 4 here, and it's not bad, you know, in terms of its performance, but there are times when you want to record and maybe you may not have sufficient light and you may not have the time to really set up lights and all of those things, and sometimes you want to do some things indoors like in the house, and I really have my reservations about using my Action 4 inside the house to record because of the small sensor, and you know, light is just not enough. But I'm thinking that with this I should be able to do more, you know, on the spur of the moment, run and gun shooting. And it's pocket size, small, and I think there's just so many things that I'm looking forward to enjoying with this camera. You know, it reminds me of a video I did recently about why I hardly use my A6400. The technology just keeps getting better and better and smaller and more convenient and user-friendly. And if they keep going like this, it's very possible that in the nearest future, only certain people will be using DSLRs and the market will really change, because this is an awesome device. And I think if they continue to improve this technology, make the sensors bigger, the low light ISO and all of those things, and continue to work on the image quality, I think that we're in for a good ride. So this is really good. Really happy to be the proud owner of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm really excited about this device because you see the difference now is that with the Action 4 it's stationary, there's no face tracking. Basically it's just fixed in terms of its, but with this one now, with the push of the joystick, you can control the angle from which you are making your shot or viewing. And then right here on the iPad, I want to see this. Right here on the iPad, I was able to, touch the screen and activate the face tracking. There we go again. Face tracking activated. Awesome. So much easier for me to just sit down here. Now I have these lights. Light is good. I have this camera that has a better depth of field, so it focuses on my face. I'm confident about the focus on my face. It's not like trying to use the DSLR sometimes and you're not sure if the focus, it's a little bit more complicated. This one is really smart. And yeah, so I have this now in combination with the Action 4. I think I'll be able to get really good footage in terms of creating content for YouTube and generally. So yeah, I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm glad. Chilly morning. So I'm out here testing the DJI Pocket 3. It's a fantastic camera. Anybody who is into cameras and devices, and in particular anybody who has ever come into contact with DJI and has used any of their products would have heard about the Pocket 3, pocket-sized 1-inch sensor, 4K resolution camera. The amazing thing about this is that the sensor is 1 inch, so it solves the problem of a lot of cameras this size that have smaller sensors in terms of how they perform in low light. And it's one reason why a lot of people, do not use small cameras for professional work. But DJI is, really beginning to address or attack that issue by releasing this camera with the 1-inch sensor. So I'm out here just testing the camera. I'm using the inbuilt microphone that is on the camera. I think there are about 3 of them, one on either side and one at the back or so. And yeah, just testing it to see how well it does. It's a beautiful autumn morning here in Bristol. The leaves all brown. Yeah, so in an earlier video I captured the unboxing of this camera. I'll be doing several other videos looking much more closely at this camera, to provide more information about my experience using it in case there's anybody out there who intends to get this camera. But I would say at this point so far, having owned it for like a few days, this camera is really, really fantastic, really awesome. Quality is good. The features, the things that it can do, awesome. I mean, I couldn't do this face tracking with the Action 4. I did a video before to talk about how I fall in love with smaller pocket-sized cameras, including my mobile phone, and how, as content creators, most times we just look for convenience and ease of use rather than always having to come out with your big camera. Imagine me standing out here now with a big camera, and in fact, you know how heavy it would be to put it on a gimbal. This is pocket size, so small, it's stabilized, so I'm not talking about bringing out a heavy gimbal or having to use a tripod. Ordinarily, I'd have had to use a tripod, and so I've been standing out. It would have been so obvious that there's somebody out there standing in the field, camera and a tripod. But here, I have this right in my hand, and let me just take a picture real quick so you see how it looks in my hand. Put the picture on the screen. There you go. And then this is it. Alright, so like I was saying, this product further goes to buttress my point about, how nowadays people are finding better solutions in all these small pocket devices. And DJI is the company I respect so much. They're always trying to push the bar to make sure that we're always using their products. Of course, you know about the DJI drones and all of that. It's amazing how they're always trying to push the technology. And if you follow the evolution and the development of drones, you find that DJI is releasing more and more powerful devices every now and then. So yeah, this is just a short talking head. For the rest of the video, I'll just be showing you some footage. So right now, I'm just walking with the camera. I'm not even trying to, creep walk or trying to stabilize my hand or the camera to avoid the ups and downs. I'm just walking as anybody would normally walk. My camera right in front of me. There's so much I need to learn how to do with this camera, like using the different gimbal modes. Right now I'm just using it. I'm not even really touched some of the gimbal modes and other modes of shooting and testing other things that this camera can do. So it's just a simple, regular, everyday shooting test. Good to be able to drive home and not stand in the cold weather waiting for a cab. Anyway, yeah, so right now I'm shooting in the car, and light, of course, as you can see, it's not so bright. It's a cloudy day. This is the kind of lighting scenarios that you get this time of the year in the UK. Cloudy, overcast days, not much sunlight. Soft lights, yeah, kind of light that you would definitely love if you're shooting portraits as a photographer out there. But for video making, you need to have really capable cameras that can perform well in low lights, and can shoot at high ISOs with little noise, little grain, except you really want to have that kind of look. So yeah, just wanted to show you what it's like in the car shooting. All I did was to just pick it up, flip the screen to switch on, turn the camera facing me, and I'm using the microphone right in the camera. No complicated setups, nothing, and it's stabilized because it's on a gimbal. If I was using the Action 4, well, the Action 4 is also stabilized. It also has horizon leveling, so it's also good. Has a wider field of view. But however, because I'm shooting in the car with low light, the Action 4 would probably struggle in terms of providing clear footage that is not grainy. Not that I haven't used it before, and not that you can't work on it in post, but we all know that when you're trying to capture footage, you need to make sure that you are capturing it right from the start. And this is Bristol, always working on the road. You always see maintenance, highway maintenance guys, and I wonder sometimes what they're working on, because it's not like the roads are completely smooth. Like this one is not smooth, but they're always working on the road, so probably doing some underground work or something.